a lot when you make your quick sketches. You, in general, if this is the center of the wheel, you put your rocker panel line very much down here, very, very low. And many people tell me, yeah, Luciano, I do that because I want to have a low car. But the best way to get a low car is to lower the top, not the bottom. Because if you lower the bottom, then your car doesn't go anywhere. Also, proportions will be completely screwed up. So the best way is always to start correctly. And so what do? We take our line just a little bit lower than the center. You see, I'm drawing very, very light, very, very light. Then I make my back shadow. So let's explain once again why I do that. First of all, this is the line of the rocker panel, okay? This line. The line I put here in perspective, because this is 1-point perspective. This is something that you have to remember. Side view is a 1-point perspective. I see the bottom of the car, okay, from the rocker panel on this side and the rocker panel line on the other side. Then I have here, I put those lines because those are the wheels on the other side in perspective. So if this is my wheel, the one that we can see, this is the other wheel in perspective on the other side. You see, it's coming there. And that's what I'm doing. And then because I have all this mass, I have a cut shadow that goes onto the ground. So this is my cut shadow that is in perspective. Therefore, if the light is coming from here, that shadow is going under the car a little bit. That's why I'm pushing those two lines over there. Okay, so now I put a little indication of my wheel well. And let's put some lines. Let's see what happens, okay? Look, I'm making a sports car. Very quick sketch, okay? So another thing that you have to do when you sketch a car is you have to remember that the lower line of the front bumper and the lower line of the back bumper should not be straight parallel to the line, to the ground line, but they should be a little bit in an angle. Because if you do that way, it looks right. If you make it horizontal, like a lot of you do, the car looks like it's falling down. You understand? That's why I always say that, give a little bit of angle there. And here too. If you do that, it's going to be much better. So as you can see, this is a silhouette of a sports car, and our rocker panel line, it's correct. You see, there's a big distance between the rocker panel and the ground. Okay, now I will try to draw a character line. So if I might do this, look. You see, this detail, now I have my light. This is like my light. I can imagine on the other side there is something like a bar, transversal, OLED. Why not? I incline that line a little bit. And now let's put a little bit of a light here too. You see? So now we're starting to see a car. We have a front look, a back look, a nice side view. Now I'm gonna take care a little bit about the shading, the shading, and also what we have here, the cast shadow, all that stuff, so that the car looks really. No, I don't know how long I'm gonna be live. I just go. Ciao, Mohammed. So now I'm going to put a little bit of shading because I want to see better, have an idea of the volumes of this car, okay? So I sharp my pencil to have a very nice point, and I start. I mean, if you are sketching, we can sketch together. There's no problem. You just repeat what I do. It's like working online sections for free. And if you are new, maybe you want to subscribe or put a like on this video. Like everybody. You see? It looks nice there. We got that shading, you know? Hey, there is no likes on this video yet. Come on, guys. I have been subscribed your channel when I was in college, sir. All right, it was my dream to design a car, but now my life complication did not allow me to do. Still love your sketch. Thank you very much. Is English coaching classes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for following. I really appreciate it. Well, I hope that at least you still have the passion, and therefore nobody is stopping you to try to sketch, even if probably it's not going to become your, your main occupation. All right, so now here I would like to put that line a little bit lower. You see? You see what I'm doing? I'm making a modification of that line because I need some light there. And then I have this one that has to be round, around the wheel, the front wheel. Looks powerful that way. Okay. Making my side. So a lot of people ask me, but why do you put those lines always in an angle? That's a question of quality. That's just a question of quality. Line quality. And you can see that this is very beautiful like that. If I would do lines like this, would be messy, not really, not with not good quality. So let's make it a little bit darker. And here too, because those two have the same section, they're coming down. But here, no, because it's picking up the light. Very sketchy. If you are sketching, I want you to be loose. Okay. And now that we did that, now we're going to apply a little bit of shading, just a little. You see? So we have a feeling, a three-dimensional feeling, which is what it's important for us. A little bit of dark shadow inside the wheel well so that we can get the depth, we can give that to our drawing. Here too. All those contrasts that I'm creating, it's going to help a lot to read the car a lot better. And I will do the same thing on the shadow here. So this part, it's gonna be damn dark. There's no light down there. You see, now you can see the wheels, the tires, the shadow, everything. Mohammed, sir, what do you think about the modern wedge design coming back from 70s? It's not bad, Mohammed. I think that the wedge design, if it's really well balanced, can be really interesting because, you know, the cars from the 70s or the 80s, they were not ugly. I mean, more the 70s. The 80s were already in a period a little bit strange for the car design. But see, the 70s were very interesting, especially European design from the 70s, you know. So for example, here you see I'm putting this edge reflection, then goes up, and then makes this character line. You see? That's nice. Maybe you guys don't like it, but that's something, you know, that's something that is part of how you give character and design to a nice sketch. And it's also a way to learn how you can give or can improve your sketch. Now, one thing I don't like is the parallelism between this line and this one, which is parallel to this one. This line, the lower one, I think we need to put it to make a little bit more round, you know, like this. So look, I'm correcting now, making corrections. And this line, I don't want it to be parallel to this, because if we do that, it's going to be static, very static. We cannot do that. We want to have something that is dynamic and also a little bit more elegant. So what do? I just change this line. You see? So I make the correction. And now it looks better. It's much better now. You see, now we have this type of axe. This one is a little bit more horizontal, but then it comes down here. You see how this hood, the section of the hood, how starting this point, it really bends. Because that's something interesting. You have to learn that, you have to think about it. When you do a hood, which is a short or long, this is a mid-size, I would say, you have to imagine the hood has a very important role, you know, in terms of volume. Today I'm gonna do only side view. No, Udan, I'm gonna make also a perspective. Don't worry. Just one once at a time. So this is, I would say, the beginning. Okay. There was another thing I wanted to do. Now I'm making this one a little bit darker. Can you see the difference in the shape now? It's doing this, it's coming in, and then it gets this side. Because that line, I'm thinking in 3D, you know, how that line is going to affect my side view, you know? You see, it's coming down like that. And here we have a big radius because it's this one. So one thing I have to sketch better to shade is that radius. You see, now it's a little bit more clear probably. You see? Now it's better. All right, so Now, because Udan said, are we going to do only side views? No, 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 no. We are not going to do only side views. Now, I'm going to take this one, okay, and I'm going to put in front of me like this so that you can see it. You know, wait, like that, okay. And I change pencil. I take now the Faber-Castell. Now this is a Faber-Castell, and I'll try to make the perspective of this. Okay, so that's our wheel. So I reproduce more or less the same graphics that we played, and on the back one we cannot see it. It's just to, you know. Okay, I need to make the point to my pencil. So what do you think? All right, so now there's another thing we have to do. Here also we need a little bit that point, you know, that point effect also on top. So I'm creating that now, you see? You see that line? You know, when you make a sketch, you start thinking about three-dimensionality. How is the three dimension, the sections? You have to think about sections, lines, you know, how those lines go all together. Okay. Then we have, of course, we have a little bit of this. Our light. So first of all, I will draw the DRL, okay, the light signature. Let's see what happens. And then inside, I will draw the full LED module that is inside the light box of this front light. And then I put the shadow. All right, so now I show you how it looks. It looks not bad. For a quick sketch, you know, we can say this is one possible idea of front light. Then we have down here this little detail, this little thing, you know. So here there is another type of you see here we have a sort of fog lights, a full LED fog lights down there. And another thing that I have to do now is when I have this type of, you know, design here, let me fix this. So this line can go here. Okay, no problem. But what we're gonna do in this area, you know, the thing is that we have to think of something in terms of decoration, design, air intake, whatever we want to put in this area. Because if we leave like that, it's gonna be, in my opinion, a little bit too simple, you know, a little bit too simple, and probably almost a no design, you know, no design treatment. That's when, you know, we have to start making a lot of think a lot, ideas, sketching. So let's see. What if we open up a very technical air intake? Ciao, Jacob. Welcome back. Jacob, we started with this side view, and now we are trying to make that side view in a three-quarter front perspective. Funky perspective. No, it's not bad. Hey guys, if you want to offer a coffee or anything you want, you can use the super chat or super sticker and put the like to the video. And if you're new, subscribe. You're gonna be happy if you like cars to be subscribed to this channel. Hey, Fantasy Garage, ciao, you're back. Thank you very much for being there, for being with us. I'm very happy. Okay, I will try to make this kind of super high techno, you know, low entry air intake. You know, this we suppose, of course, that this is an electrical car, therefore we don't need a big air intake here. Okay. So if I put it here, it could be maybe something like this. Let's see. Let me see what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I made that. Now I'm gonna open up the hole. Yes, Fantasy Garage, I remember you. You were very often chatting on my lives, during my lives. I remember that. I remember the name Fantasy Garage 100%. I don't remember where you come from, that's for sure. But I remember that you participated several times to my lives. And I'm very happy about that. So I'm gonna make this really dark. A little bit of shadow. You see? Now we have, yeah, from India, exactly. How do you draw a sort of electric car grill like the front of a Kia Soul? Jacob, Kia Soul, you have the pictures. Go and check the photo. Thank you, Fantasy Garage. Thanks. Okay, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put on the other side the front light so that we can feel like we completed. There is that plastic part, a turning wheel. the minor axe does not go to the vanishing point. It goes almost 25, 20 degrees going up, or 30 degrees, depends. So that's why the it's like that, you know. And here on the other side, we have also the wheel, you see? Of course, it's a sketch. Huh? Once again, as I said at the beginning, it's not 100% precise. But the most important thing is that when you look at it, that it looks right. Now, I don't have, you know, the tools, the ellipse guides of that size. So I do everything freehand and with my eyes. You know, and of course it's a little bit forced. Everything is forced. You know, the wheel is really big, but that's okay. You're making just a sketch, quick sketch. All right, I will start, huh? Now this part on top in this area is a little bit darker because that's exactly where we have the bend of our front hood. Now, down here, it's in shadow. But this part is gonna be a little bit darker. All right, Fantasy Garage. I hope everything went fine, went well with you. Congratulations. Product design, very interesting. It's very nice because product design, you know, you can do a lot of things. Car design is only cars, but products. And I'm making this part a little bit darker, going from dark to light. You see? Dark, a little bit lighter. And I really take care of that shading, you know. Then, also here, it's a little bit darker. Because the light is coming from here. Therefore, this surface is facing the light. But the other one, it's not facing the light. It's facing the other side. And that's why, you know, a little bit of shadow there. A little bit of stronger shadow here. You see? And now let's make the reflection on the windshield. Okay, now this is just the base. Because what I have to do here, I will create really that feeling of transparency. Now to do that, first of all, I need a new point to my pencil. And I'm gonna do this, you know, I will lower my camera so that you can see better. Just a second. Okay, now you can see much better, more in detail. So I'm gonna work around this area. Look what I do. Can you see the transparency now? Thank you, Shringas. Thank you. Now you can see the transparency. And we're gonna do something similar on the side here. The pillar, the B pillar, this one is gonna be a little bit bigger because we can see it better. Okay, so we have also the reflection on the side. And now what I'm gonna do, I will put the core on top of this windshield and side glass so that we can have that shiny glass effect. But that's what we are interested. You know, that's what we need. That's what we want. So first thing I do, I put my base, medium tone, okay? And then I leave white there. I don't go all the way, okay? Because I need always maximum contrast there. Black and white. Here too, black and white. So I do the same thing from the top, and then I stop. You see? Already you have a feeling, you know, of shape, but it's not strong yet. Now I will make it good. I will make it really strong. You see, now you have that windshield, but it's not finished yet because in this area I will create some transparency, because you remember that when you have a glass and you have a light, there is a reflection. Where you have the reflection, you cannot see through the glass. It's all white. But in the shadow part of the glass, you can see through. And that gives the effect of a realism, you know? A little bit darker there. So let me do it. Can you see? Now we have some transparency, we have an interior. Even if it's not precise, even if you look really close, you can barely understand what's going on. But what is important is that as a whole, you look at it and you look, wow, that looks cool. Because that's much, very informative. I'm very happy that you liked it. Thank you very much. It's the first time I read your name, so I suppose you are probably new. I hope you enjoyed. If you like the channel or the video, put a like, subscribe, do whatever. We're gonna be very happy. Okay, so this one is done. Today is 24th. Okay, So we started from this side view, we ended up with this 3/4 front, and now let's make another one. What do you think? Do I make another one? Hey, Paul, thank you. Thanks. Now I'll do another one. I'll do it fast, okay? So that I can show you from a side view. We make 3 interesting drawings that we can present, you know. So this time, what do I do? First of all, I need to make my new point. Thanks, Sibasish. Thanks. I read your comment just now. Okay, so what do I do now? This time I want to see this car. Here we are looking at the car from the 3/4 front. We are a little bit up, okay? But now I want to look. Wait just a second. But now I would like to look at this car from the top. So let's do it. I will make this one so that I can show you better this section here, you know, this part. You can see in front of me I have both drawings there, huh? They are there, they are looking at me. Okay, so basically that's the type of section that I want, you know. A sort of back window here, a little strange. Like that, you know, top window there. Why not? Center line. Our reflection on the side. Let's do it. A little bit, I'm preparing for the transparency there, you know. Okay, I'll go a little bit faster, okay? But as you can see, I'm repeating basically the same thing before. Like that. You see, you have a feeling of that car. So please upload the video back and learn from it. Sebastian, you find the video tomorrow. Don't worry. Hi, Solarianic. Ciao. Welcome back. So now I'm gonna make here a little bit of shading there after the center line, like this. Okay, you see? And then the last part, it's the side. With that surface change there, and we're gonna make it. Don't worry, I'll do it. Let's see how it comes out. Maybe it's ugly, we don't like it. You see, I'm thinking of something like that. You see, that type of thing, you know, where the section is like this, goes inside and comes out. I don't know if it can be something good or maybe it's ugly. I don't know. What do you think? Hey, Patriots, ciao! Hey guys, if you want, you can support this channel, you know, with a membership. You can become a member and support this channel, which would be interesting. I would be very, very grateful to you. I mean, you already do, I know, huh? All right, so this is it. I am finished. So I'm going to show you all the steps. First, we started with this one. We made this one with the Prismacolor because we want to show the difference between using a Prismacolor, which you can see it's really, really dark, and Faber-Castell. Then from that we said, let's make a perspective. Okay, let's try to see this car in perspective. And we did this one. Okay, so it's not exactly the same, I know, but it gives us an idea of lots of details, sections, surfaces, you know, a lot of things, a lot of information in there. Let's say, let's put that way. And then another thing is that we said, let's try to look at from top view so that we have a sort of a full around, you know, view of this concept, if we can call it as a concept. And here we have a quick top view, really quick, but that gives an idea about what we are talking about if we take, you know, if we take a side view and we start going all over around. Another thing, we did few details like this one, the lights, you see? We have a light signature with LED, full LED, and then we have the full LED module inside in the light box with the LED fog lights, fog lamps down there. We were thinking about this technical opening, you know, area down, lower air intake. It's an electric car, of course, there is no grill, you know. Well, that's it. So now I go and prepare my dinner. I hope that you had fun. I think we had fun together, all together. So thank you very much. If you want to offer a coffee, it's the moment. All right. And just in case, don't forget to put your like. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. And of course, next week there will be new video coming out during the week. In January is Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Friday, we're going to have our Design Talk Friday live. Okay? Thank you very much for being with me. We were 80 people, 80 in total. Not bad. I'm very satisfied. Have a good weekend. Ciao.